How often have you heard the phrase, let your money work for you? Is it just something people say? Well, that's not entirely true. In this video, we'll reveal ways you can let your money do all the hard work to benefit yourself. Before we get into these methods, take a moment to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Without further ado, let's get started. How can I make money work for me? We are all looking for ways to make money work for us. But what are you looking for? Are you looking at money as a way to get rich? Or are you looking at money as a tool to improve your life? Whether you have $1 million, $10,000, or $100 in the bank, I will help you understand what it takes to make money work for you. However, before you command money to work for you, you must possess the millionaire mindset. I assume you've heard it before, but I'll still explain it very briefly. What is the millionaire mindset? Money is a tool we can use to build wealth and happiness in our lives. It's useful because it allows us to buy things we want, like food. But it's not the most important thing in our lives. When we think about money, many people focus on how much money they have and spend it quickly rather than on how much they invest. A person with a millionaire mindset sees money as a tool, not an end. What you achieve with the money is much more important than the money itself. Therefore, you must see it as a tool to make money work for you. Now that we've got that figured out, next is to look at the tips that will make money work for you. I've got about 8 to share with you, so stay tuned and watch until the end. Number 1, think long-term. The main reason why people don't make the most of their money is that they don't think long-term. They think about how to get rich quickly and how to spend their money today. But to make money work for you, you need to think long-term. Think about what it will take to make millions of dollars in your lifetime. Will your current source of income give you that? It's not just about getting rich quickly. It's about building a successful portfolio or business that will last for years and years. That means if you start a portfolio or business, it has to be something that can last for a decade or more, not just a few months or years. For your business idea to last, it must provide something people want. If they don't want what you're offering, they won't buy your product or service, no matter how good it is. So, do proper research into any idea you have. Will your service be relevant many years after you start the business? This step is the most critical in getting your money to work. Let us know in the comments below if you want us to make videos about this topic. Number 2, invest in yourself. One major factor differentiating the rich from the average working man is getting your money to work for you. However, making this transition is not achieved overnight, but begins by first educating yourself on the step-by-step processes by which the wealthy came to be. The truth is that most of them didn't start with millions of dollars in their bank accounts. They worked for years before becoming successful. Invest in yourself by reading financial and psychological books to improve your approach to life in general. Some top books include 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, Atomic Habits by James Clear, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I assure you, this knowledge will come in handy. Talking about investing, please invest on a hit on that like button because it helps with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Number 3, leveraging good debt. Good debt is the key to unlocking your financial future. It's the foundation of wealth building and can help you reach your goals faster. Debt is not necessarily bad, especially when you know what you're doing. It takes intentionality and discipline to achieve the right balance between savings and spending. Leverage is the use of debt to make more money. Good debt is a loan you can use to make more money, whereas bad debt costs you money. For example, if you can borrow money at an interest rate of 5% and invest it in an asset that yields a 10% rate, you have a good debt opportunity. However, ensure that your investment is ideally cash flow positive and relatively safe. Look for that asymmetric risk-reward relationship. Therefore, good debt can be used to buy assets and create wealth. whereas bad debt is used for consumption purposes only. Example, paying your rent or purchasing a car. To put your mind at ease about debts, you should know that many big businesses have debts in millions of dollars, even Tesla. However, because the money is used to generate more, it's good debt. Number 4, invest in companies you believe in. You're not going to get rich overnight by just investing a few dollars here and there. You need to invest in companies you believe in that have good prospects. You can buy company shares. If you're lucky, your little investment could be worth millions of dollars in a few years without you lifting a finger. To get a better idea of what I'm talking about, you can check out Shark Tank on YouTube. There, you'll find investors with a lot of dormant money in their accounts, investing in young and growing companies with potential. Making money doesn't get any easier, except that it's very risky business. However, you know how the saying goes, no risk, no reward. Number 5, invest in real estate. Real estate is one of the best investments with low risk and high ROI. It is one of the best ways to make money work for you if done correctly. It's also one of the few businesses you'd enjoy during recessions because the housing market experiences a crash at that moment. You purchase properties at low prices, and you sell when the market is good. Through this, the rich get richer by investing in assets that produce passive income, such as rental properties, without having to work too hard. The only effort you put into the business is searching for good properties with high potential that you can buy at a low price. But how do you get capital for this kind of business? This scenario is where good leveraging of debt comes in. You can secure a loan. After some years, you should have made more than enough profit to pay back. In addition, you can use considerable tax breaks to keep most of it, if not all, of the money you make. Are you enjoying the video? Please take some time to like the video and subscribe for more content like this. Number 6, reinvest your profits. Compound interest is the world's 8th wonder. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Albert Einstein. As an investor, whenever you receive a profit from a venture, the first thing that should come to mind is how to diversify and reinvest those profits into the same business or other profitable ventures. This mindset is one major thing that differentiates the wealthy from the poor. Instead of spending all your profits, think of ways to reinvest and watch your profits get you more money. Make more money off that money, and so on. This phenomenon of exponential growth is referred to as compound interest. Compound interest is the rate of return that an investor receives on their original investment. It is the original amount earned upon reinvestment of all interest payments received in the year. The more you invest, the higher your total return will be, assuming you reinvest your earnings each time. Number 7, acquire cash flowing assets. These assets continually produce income and generate a return on investment over time. If you have spare funds, you need to buy something earning positive cash flow and ensure it continues generating money. Some examples of positive cash flow assets are mortgage notes or bonds, stocks or bonds from a mix of growing companies and index funds, and real estate properties with long-term contracts with tenants. The good news is that there are many ways to acquire cash flow assets. You don't need to spend a lot of money on them either. One of my favorite ways is to rent out your unused possessions. Many investors are currently doing this, which has proven to be a great way to make your money work for you. Number 8, get rid of bad debts. Debt is the number one reason people don't make progress on their financial goals. If you have any bad debt, such as credit card loans, they could be holding you back from living a truly fulfilling life. Carve out a payment plan to become debt-free. You can reduce certain luxuries until you have paid your debt in full. Many people do their best to evade paying their debts. But the truth is that if you hope to build a successful business, you can't keep failing to pay back your debts. However, remember what we discussed earlier about good and bad debt. For example, if you have to pay back a cheap loan with a low percentage rate, such as a student loan, and you can invest that money in an asset that yields a higher return at low risk, then pay back the loan only at the minimal rate. This way, you maximize your income, and that investment might eventually pay the loan for you. Lastly, demonstrating that you can handle debt well to the banks will increase your credit score, allowing you to get cheaper loans for future investment opportunities to make even more money work for you. In all, if you have been confused about how to achieve a financial breakthrough with minimal effort, I hope you have found this video helpful. There are several ways to make money work for you and to grow wealth. Check out our other videos to learn more about money and to deepen your financial literacy. Also, consider re-watching the video to ensure you caught all the tips. If you liked this video, subscribe and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.